webcast can begin. Councillor, we don't need to stand, it's fine. Good afternoon and welcome everyone to the first council meeting of this new term, Muswellbrook Shire Council. My name is Fiona Plessman, and as General Manager of Muswellbrook Shire, I will be chairing the first part of this meeting. I just wanted to make you aware that this meeting is being recorded and also live streamed where it goes. So we're refraining from any defamatory statements. So first order is to welcome and particularly congratulate all the elected councillors. So in alphabetical order, I'll congratulate and thank them for taking the leadership role in our community. Amanda Barry, so Councillor Amanda Barry, Councillor Mark Bowditch, Councillor Deanne Douglas, Councillor Jeff Drayton, Councillor Louise Dunn, Councillor Jennifer Leckie, Councillor Graham McNeil, Councillor Rohit Marjan, Councillor Darryl Marshall, Councillor Steve Reynolds, Councillor Rob Scholes, and Councillor Brett Woodworth. So I'd particularly like to welcome all the family and friends of councillors and members of the community and media who have joined us here this afternoon. Thank you very much. The meeting will begin very shortly with an acknowledgement of country, which Councillor Bowditch will deliver. Then we'll have a prayer by Reverend Heverell, who's very kindly joined us for that purpose this afternoon. And then I'll invite each of the councillors to take the oath or affirmation of office. So to do that, you'll notice in the folders that you have in front of you, councillors, there's a copy of the oath or affirmation as whichever you've chosen. And when I call you up to take the oath or affirmation, if you wouldn't mind just coming up to the lectern there, and we'll also provide you with the microphone. We do need it because it helps us with our web broadcast. The microphone for the webcast is actually down there, highly sophisticated, and we'll hopefully improve that. But at this stage, that's how we're functioning. So we'll take the oath of the affirmation of office, and then we'll move to the election of the mayor and the deputy mayor. So I will take the role of returning officer for that process. And after the election, the mayor will take the chair. So I'll take the seat, and there'll be a bit of a shuffle up the front here, because sitting with me currently is Alexandra Hathaway, who's Council's corporate lawyer, and Council's governance officer, Kimberly Cotter. So they're just here to make sure I don't do anything wrong as returning officer. So family and friends are welcome to stay once the meeting is closed. The meeting shouldn't be particularly long, as we've got a few items of business that are required by the Office of Local Government as part of our first meeting. We'll also be taking some photos straight after the meeting, and there'll be some materials to hand out to councillors. And then there'll be some, at the same time, some light refreshments available for anyone that's here. So I'll now move across to the meeting. So we will now stand for the acknowledgement of the country and the
councillors, thank you, staff and visitors, thanks for coming. Imagine a time when the wind and the rivers and the land provides meaning and the teaching platform of all the governance of this community. There were knowledge passed down from elders in the tribe of the community as they can go forth and provide the law and governance. Now we are here, have been elected by the community to live the same as our elders of our land we are meeting on today, have done in the past. With this, I would like to invite you onto our country to deliver as the councillors and the acknowledgement where we are today. Naya Maribel Wanawapa, Nawa, Nawa, any Awawia, and a guy from Pina. I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, pay our respects to elders past, present and future. We also recognise the strong ongoing connection of First Nations people of the lands and water where we do our works and their commitment to care for our community. Thank you.
I'd now like to ask Reverend Pemble to lead us through the prayer.
Most loving and gracious God, as we come together to this extraordinary and first meeting of our newly elected representatives of the Muswellbrook Shire Council, we humbly ask your blessing on these people who have been called to lead this community in which we live, work and play. Grant our councillors and all who work with them the wisdom and courage to know and do what is right, good and true. May they and we speak out when it is time to speak out, and listen patiently and receptively when it is time to listen. Help them as leaders of our community to remember that they are also servants of the community, and that it is their responsibility, along with all of us who support their work as employees and as members of the committees of council, to always be attentive to serving the common good of all people in our community. We pray that our elected representatives will exercise care and diligence in their responsibilities and respectfully and courteously conduct their meetings, always being constructive, transparent, honest and accountable, showing care for each other and towards the members of our diverse community. May they and we always be guided by the spirit of community, by the spirit of justice, and by the spirit of love. This we pray in the name of all that we hold sacred and holy, good, right, and true. Amen.
Thank you. You can now be seated. Next item of business is apology and leave of absence. I have leave of absence from Councillor Neal due to illness. Yes, seconded, moved by Councillor Reynolds, seconded by Councillor Audrey. Thank you. Any disclosures of pecuniary and non-pecuniary interest? There are none. I beg your pardon? The motion for absence. Oh, sorry, I've got to put the motion for absence. Thanks very much, Councillor Drew. Is that followed through? Accepted? Yes, Councillor Reynolds, Councillor Woodruff, thank you. We now have to go to the suspension of order of business because we are moving first to the oath and affirmation of office prior to the election of Mayor and Deputy Mayor. So I would like a motion from councillors that are prepared to move that we suspend order of business to attend to 6.2 prior to 6.1. Councillor Marshall, yes, and Councillor Reynolds, thank you. The next matter of business is to move to the oath or affirmation of office by councillors. In this, each councillor is to take an oath of affirmation of office in accordance with section 233A of the Local Government Act. I would now invite Councillor Amanda Barry, and I'll be going in order of alphabetical order. Yes. And we both Councillor and General Manager need to sign the oath, and we'll do that after you, Manavia.
I, Amanda Barry, solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of Officer of Councillor in the best interest of the people of Muswellbrook Shire and the Muswellbrook Shire Council, that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Congratulations. If we could now have Councillor Mark Roach.
I, Mark Roach, swear that I will undertake the duties of the Office of Council in the best interests of the people of Muswellbrook Shire and the Muswellbrook Shire Council, and that I will do faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities, discretions vested in the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act vested in my ability and judgment.
Could Councillor Deanda please come forward? I, Deanda Douglas, swear that I will undertake the duties of the Officer of Councillor in the best interest of the people of the Muswellbrook Shire and the Muswellbrook Shire Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment. Congratulations. If we can have demonstration.
I, Jeffrey Gray, swear that I will undertake the duties of Officer of Councillor in the best interest of the people of Muswellbrook Shire and the Muswellbrook Shire Council, that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
If Councillor Louise Dunn would come forward.
I, Louise Dunn, swear that I will undertake the duties of the Office of Councillor in the best interests of the people of Muswellbrook Shire and the Muswellbrook Shire Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretion vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993, to the best of my ability and judgment. Councillor Jennifer Lee. I, Jennifer Ann Lee, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the people of Muswellbrook Shire and the Muswellbrook Shire Council, and I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretion vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Councillor Graham McNeil, who is not here, will be taking his oath or affirmation of office at a later time when he returns from the illness. Could I invite Ralph Marshall?
I, Rohit Mahajan, swear that I will undertake the duty of the office of councillor in best interest of the people of Muswellbrook Shire and the Muswellbrook Shire Council, and that I will faithfully, impartially carry out the function, power, authority, and discretion vested in under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to best of my ability and judgment.
Congratulations. Can I invite Daryl Marshall?
I, Daryl Marshall, swear that I would undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the people of Muswellbrook Shire and the Muswellbrook Shire Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out functions, power, authority, and discretion vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment. Thank you.
Could I invite Councillor Claire Reynolds?
I, Stephen Reynolds, swear that I will undertake the duty of the office of councillor in the best interest of the people of the Muswellbrook Shire and the Muswellbrook Shire Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Congratulations. Councillor Scholes.
I, Rodney Wayne Scholes, solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of Muswellbrook Shire and the Muswellbrook Shire Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities, and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act of 1993 and any other act, to the best of my ability and judgment.
Thank you, Councillor Closs. Councillor Woodruff.
I, Brett Woodruff, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of Muswellbrook Shire and the Muswellbrook Shire Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out functions, powers, authorities and discretion vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Thank you, Councillor. We'll now proceed to the election of the Mayor, followed by the election of the Deputy Mayor. Two things. Prior to this, we need to resolve on the method of voting. There are three methods that are open to local government or voting in local government election. And I require a motion from councillors, one motion put and then a second supported by a seconder for the method of voting, which is open vote by show of hands, ordinary ballot, which is basically a secret ballot, or a preferential ballot. We have one constraint in terms of being able to go ahead and select the method of voting. We have been informed today by the Office of Local Government that any council election where there are councillors attending via video conference, and this is not uncommon around New South Wales at the moment, most councils are having their mayoral and deputy mayoral election this week, cannot use any other method than by an open vote, which is a show of hands. I mean, we still need to put that as a motion and second it. And councillors, of course, can choose another method, either the ordinary ballot or the preferential ballot. But we have it on recommendation from the Office of Local Government, who is the authority managing local government, that is recommended to us that we choose an open vote. So can I have a motion from councillor in regards to the method of voting?
I'll move that the open vote.
I'll second that, Chair.
Councillor Woodruff has moved that it be an open vote, and we have a seconder from Councillor Drayton. Is that supported by all councillors? Can I have a show of hands? Okay, a majority has voted that we have an open vote. Thank you for that. So as it has been resolved that the method for voting for the position of Mayor and then Deputy Mayor will be by open vote, show of hands, I will now announce the names of the candidates for the nominations for Mayor. I have received the following nomination for the office of Mayor. for the term January 2022 to September 2023 from Councillor Steve Reynolds. The nomination has been supported by Councillor Douglas, Councillor Rohit Marjan, Councillor Darryl Marshall and Councillor Amanda Barry. I have also evidence of consent from Councillor Reynolds. I have also received a nomination for the office of Mayor from January 2022 to September 2023 from Rodney Wayne-Scold. The nomination is supported by Councillor Drayton, and Councillor Scold has confirmed that he consents to the nomination. So I'm now going to ask for a show of hands for the nomination for Mayor for Councillor Reynolds. Can those who support the nomination of Councillor Reynolds to Mayor please leave their hands up? Well, I'm sure of counting. Thank you. I would now like to see a show of hands for the nomination of Rodney Wayne-Scholes to the position of Office of Mayor. Can those who support this nomination please raise their hand? Thank you. I will declare that Councillor Reynolds is Mayor for the term of January 2022 to September 2023, receiving 8 votes. I'd like to congratulate Councillor Reynolds. We will now proceed to the election of Deputy Mayor. I have a nomination for the office of Deputy Mayor from January 2022 to September 2023 from Jennifer Ann Leckie. This nomination is supported by Councillor Marshall, Councillor Douglas and Councillor Bowditch, and I have evidence that Councillor Leckie has consented to the nomination. I also have a nomination for the office of Deputy Mayor, January 2022 to September 2023 from Rodney Wayne-Scold. This nomination is seconded by Councillor Drayton, and I have evidence of Councillor Scholes consenting to the nomination. We will now go through the election. Can I please see a show of hands from those who support Councillor Leckie in the position of Deputy Mayor? Thank you very much. Can I now see a show of hands for those who support Councillor Scholes in the position of Deputy Mayor? Thank you very much. I now declare that Councillor Jennifer Ann Leckie to be the Deputy Mayor with 7 votes and Councillor Scholes with 3. I'd like to congratulate Councillor Leckie. I will now hand over chairing the remainder of the meeting to the Mayor. Excuse us while we just reorganise ourselves up here. Just before I hand over to Mayor Reynolds, I'll just explain for those in the gallery and to some of our new councillors who are sitting up here with the Mayor. It's the Executive of Council that basically supports the community and the business of council during meetings. Over here on my left is Sharon Pope. Sharon heads up Environment and Planning Services, which is a mandatory service of council. Here is Derek Finnegan, standing up for a moment. He's the Deputy General Manager and looks after the majority of community infrastructure. There's myself, who sits on the other side of the Mayor, and then a very important person over here next to me is David. David Walsh is the Chief Financial Officer and Manager of Corporate Services, so he looks after the money.
Thank you, Fiona. Just like to say thank you to Rod Stiles for putting up his hand for the mayoral position, and looking forward to working as a team with you all. But thank you, Rod, and thank you for your service here recently, and I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. To the rest of the councillors, there's no long-winded speech. I just wish to say it's going to be great. We've got a great diverse bunch of councillors on board this term with different skills, and I'm really looking forward to working with you all transparently and everyone bring up their hand to their accountability to the community. On a personal note, I'd just like to thank my family, my mother and father, and my wife for here tonight. It's been a rough couple of years for us, and especially the last 12 months as a family, but their support is why I'm sitting here today and the person that I am, so thank you to them. Now on to the meeting. We have item 43, the fixing day hours of regular council meeting office recommendation. The ordinary meeting of the council will be held in the auditorium, Muscle Barracks, 113 Bridge Street, Muscle, from 4 to 9 p.m. on either of the first Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday of each calendar month, last Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday of each calendar month. Council determined the date 2022 the ordinary meeting to be held in the Denman Memorial Hall. Item 1, we have a motion report of the day. I'll ask the General Manager to answer my question.
I'm happy to respond to that question. Council officers are preparing an area within Campbell's Corner for immediate renovation to be achieved. And I hope that it would be at the most from the ready by the middle of the year. So the intention is to have a dedicated chamber and councillors' room within the Campbell's Corner precinct, adjacent to the Mayor's office, which has full accessibility to the public through the Campbell's Corner foyer area. And we will bring that design to the February council meeting. for councillors to endorse or make changes.
Thank you, Chair. Can I move the first Tuesday? A motion from Councillor Woodruff to the first Tuesday next month. We have one second, Councillor Drake. All those in favour? One against. Anyone want to speak? No. 6.4, the delegation, 6.3A, the council determined a date in 22 for an ordinary meeting to be held in Denman Memorial Hall. Have a motion.
Question, please. It's not here that we're having one meeting for the Denman Memorial Hall. Is there a reason why we can't have 2 or 3 out there? Well, it's a community of Denman as well.
I support that. Councillor Badge, do you want to put a motion to that effect?
Yes, I'd put forward a motion that we vote for the 3 meetings at the Denman Memorial Hall for the support of the community of Denman.
Seconded by Councillor Woodruff. Let's go.
Everyone needs to God can.
The most being put forward by Councillor Bowditch for 3 meetings. We'll have to set the months at which those meetings take place. Do you have a particular month that you wish to put forward, Councillor Bowditch, that motion?
I have a
I'll move April, July, and October.
Are you happy with the motion? Councillor Bowditch is happy with that. So Councillor Bowditch, seconded by Councillor Woodruff. All those in favour, would be great to hear. All those against? Delegation to the Mayor and General Manager Office's recommendation is the delegation to the Mayor. Delegation to the Mayor of Muswell Shire Council attached as Appendix A, be endorsed. And 2, the delegation to the General Manager of the Muswell Shire Council attached as Appendix B, be endorsed. Moved by Councillor Lecky, seconded by Councillor Woodruff. Anyone, all those in favour, raise your hand. Does anyone wish to speak to the motion? No? We want to report the community services 7.1, filling in the vacancies on council. The office of recommendation is therefore pursuant to section 291A of the local section B of the Local Government Act 1993. Muswell Shire Council declares that the table of vacancies occurring in the office of the council within 18 months after the last ordinary election, the council on 4th of December 2021, are to be filled by count back the votes cast at the election. The office in accordance with section 291A, the Act, and directs the General Manager to notify the New South Wales Electoral Commissioner of the council's decision within 7 days of the decision.
Question to the GM through you, Mr. Chair.
Certainly,
Obviously, we're short of period this time, so the 18 months, and then after that, are we bound to having a by-election if we do the council after the 18 months?
Yes, that would be a decision that would have to be made by the Office of Local Government. We can make a recommendation. That's the plan that after the 18-month period, we would need to have a by-election.
We have someone to move in that form. Yes, Councillor Lecky, seconded by Councillor Marshall. All those in favour, if you can raise your hand. Yes. Good. Okay, 7.2, disclosure of obligations of elected council members, elected members of council. Office's recommendation, council with no obligation under the Expenditure of Electoral Funding Act 2018 to submit legal donations and electoral expenditure disclosures to the New South Wales Electoral Commission periodically for their term in office. 2, the first disclosures must be submitted by the 25th February 2022. Someone moves. No, Councillor Douglas, Councillor Bowditch, second. All those in favour, if you can raise your hand. Anyone against? 7.3, 2022 Model Code of Meeting Practice. Office's recommendation, council endorses the draft 2022 Model Code of Meeting Practice. The public exhibition for a period of at least 28 days, provide members of the community at least 42 days in which to comment on the draft code. The move by Councillor Woodruff, seconded, Councillor Barry. All those in favour, if you can raise your hand. Anyone against? Anyone wants to speak for the item? No? So, that's moved. That brings us to the closure of the meeting. I'd just like to thank everyone from the public that's come along tonight. And as you can see, we've got a councillor here that is very competent and willing to be open and transparent and honest. And we will be very active within our community in providing responses and their fresh approach. Thank you to the General Manager and staff for the work that we had at the Christmas period when we've had such floods and no councillors on deck and caretaker. So thank you very much. The meeting closed.
Councillors, we'd like to do 15 review, issue you for laptops, and also take some photos. I think that's